In recent years, food aid for millions of people in Syria has been reduced multiple times because of funding shortages. And by the end of 2023, 2.5 million people were already cut off, according to the World Food Programme. Syrian families still receiving food were stretching rations intended for a month out for 2 months at a time. Dawlat al-Sharif, a displaced mother whose husband works in a shop for 200 Turkish liras a week, less than $7, says that her family relied entirely on that last little bit of aid.
In past years, they did not cut off the food basket from us, but this year they will cut it off. We will need bulgur, rice, and everything else. Living in this camp without the food basket will be very hard because we cannot afford to buy anything.
In December, the World Food Programme announced that 2024 food aid would be suspended in Syria, and the last deliveries to this area were made that month. The region is now home to nearly 4.5 million people, and 65% of them are displaced, with most living in camps. Officials who oversee aid coming into Syria say people here are already hungry, and that this loss will soon lead to disaster.
We warn all humanitarian agencies against this continued reduction in humanitarian aid. We warn of sliding into a major famine that cannot be controlled.
Many of the families in camps have been displaced multiple times, and war here continues with nearly 100 civilians killed in recent months. Families without incomes will be the first to starve, say local leaders.
The disabled have no help, widows have no help, and the orphans have no help, except for the monthly basket that was provided, and that wasn't enough for these families because it was distributed to them once every 2 months.
Officials say local organizations do not have the money to supply food aid, and they are now just hoping against hope that some kind of last-minute new resource of desperately needed food will materialize. Heather Murdock in Istanbul with Moawia, Atrash in Atme, Syria, VOA News.